really want to, but my dad just kept pushing me out there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't really want to, but once I got into the swing of it, got a little older and began to appreciate music more, then you couldn't hold me back. Which way is the microphone?
Yeah. Give me that chair.
Right, which way is the chair, the microphone? Okay.
And you were ready to go.
Yeah.
I used to travel singing with your father.
Love singing, love music.
Yeah. Now, at first when you were...
It wasn't that I didn't, let me explain that. It wasn't that I didn't want to sing. I was very shy as a young girl. And so it was the idea of having to stand before so many people.
Right.
That's what it was.
Yeah. But you got used to it quickly.
Yes,
So by the
I
age
did.
of 9 or 10, you were ready to go.
Oh, I was all grown up then. Yeah.
Now, what was traveling like your father with, singing on the road at such a young age?
We had services in most of the major cities across the country, in Chicago, in Detroit, in New York, in Los Angeles, in the arena out in San Francisco. And I was a featured vocalist with the group, as were Sammy Bryant and Lucy Branch, who is the mother of one of my background singers, Margaret Branch.
So you obviously, was this on the weekends, or did
Yes,
you
on
have
the
to miss school?
weekends.
Okay, so you had a regular life then. This is
Oh,
not
yes,
like...
absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your sisters, were they also singing at the time?
My sister Irma did. She sung with Lloyd Price's band for a number of years and was managed by the same gentleman that managed Lloyd. She also traveled with my dad and myself, and she was the secretary at the time for my dad, one of the secretaries.
Yeah. Was this such a talented family? Did your mother sing?
Yes, she did. And she was a pianist as well for the senior choir in Buffalo at the Friendship Baptist Church.
Okay. Did your mother and father, I'm just curious to know how they met, and they ever share those stories with you?
I really don't know the story of how they actually met, but what I heard was it was love at first sight. That's what my dad said. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, your dad was very special, obviously, and I remember his albums. He was, I mean, I don't remember any ministers being on record like your father was. And that was very unusual. I mean, well, still is today. But.
He was one of, if not the first, I believe, on record.
Is that what made him so popular around the country?
Yes, it was, because his records were played enormously on Randy at Gallatin, Tennessee, and I think being played on that particular station was what it gave people the opportunity to hear him nationally and expose his sermons to the public.
Because I remember listening to that station even here in Detroit. I mean, it covered like half the country or something.
That's right.
It was huge.
Yes, it was.
Did you ever visit that radio station to do
No,
interviews
I
or
did not. I believe he did, but I didn't. I did not.
Yeah. Now, when you made the change from, or I don't know if I should say a change, but when you added secular music to your gospel background, how did Dad accept that?
Very well. In fact, I just told him that I wanted to change fields. I wanted to expand my horizons, my music, and he said if that was what I wanted to do, then by all means. And he took me to New York, and I sung for John Hammond there at Columbia Records. Did a little singing session in one of the small rooms at Columbia Records, and the songs that I selected were My Funny Valentine, The Navajo Trail, and what else? Accentuate the Positive.
You actually released those, didn't you? Were those released on
No, I
didn't.
didn't.
Okay, so that was just...
Those were just the songs that I selected.
Right.
Sam had put those songs on his first album.
Sam
and
Cooke?
I really liked those so much. I picked 3 off of his album to sing, to make my debut.
Right. So it went very well, obviously,
Yes,
because
it
they
did.
signed you. Was that the very first company that you went to?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
After Chess Records, I was signed to Chess for maybe a year, about a year.
So what happened during, I mean, I never hear any talk of the Chess collection. You know, see, I always thought it just began with Columbia.
Yeah.
Did they release anything on you?
No, Chess did. They released several gospel things, something that we did out in the arena in San Francisco, Precious Lord, Part 1 and Part 2.
You know what? My mother gave that to me a year and a half ago. Were you like 12? When
Yes, 13.
13. Right. I had no idea it was on Chess.
And then Chess sold their rights and everything, I think, to Jewel. And then Jewel sold everything to Sugar Hill Records, and I believe that's where those recordings are now.
Wow. Do you have all the music that you've recorded through the years?
Some of them. I may have one copy of those things.
Do you ever listen to it?
Sure.
Do you?
Yeah.
What do you think when you, I mean, what goes through your mind when you hear something like Precious Lord at age 13?
I enjoy them, and I critique them to see at what level I was singing at when I was that age.
Yeah. Well, you know, I'm sure you heard during that time how phenomenal you were, especially at such a young age. And I would assume that, you know, you'd hear that but not really know, because you hadn't been around long enough to really know. When you go back, do you understand?
I enjoy them, yeah. I said, hey, I can kind of sing a little bit. Listen to that. I like it. Yeah.
Do you have one all-time favorite song or something that you thought was your best performance?
And of that time?
Well, I guess with a career so long, you would probably have to do it in periods.
Yeah.
But I was speaking overall. If there's just, I mean, because I do. I have one song of yours that I think is
okay, generally, no. I have a lot of favorites.
Okay.
Generally. I don't have one favorite.
Okay.
No.
Last time I was in Detroit, I'd gone to see Frankie Beverly and Mays.
Okay.
And Frankie and I sat up till 5:30 that morning
Oh,
talking.
boy.
We were talking music, and I said, you know, all-time greatest performance on record. Ain't no way. Frankie said, I can't believe you said that. I think
like
the same
that?
thing. He
Okay.
said, I've always believed that all my life.
Wow.
The best performance on record.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so.
I think I'll go and play that again. I need to play that again. I should hear that again.
Great song.
Thank
would that be considered one of your
My sister
favorites?
wrote that.
Right.
Yes, and of course the soprano that you hear is Cissy Houston in the background of the Sweet Inspirations.
Oh, really? I didn't know. I thought that was one of your sisters.
No, that was Cissy.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't play that around a lot of glass, because she gets up there.
Around who?
A lot of glass.
Oh,
she
okay.
might break something.
Is it Memorex or is it Cissy?
Yeah, right. So how long have you and Cissy Houston been friends?
Many years.
Yeah.
Go all the way back to Columbia Records, 1962. And I just saw her recently on, what was it, the American Music Awards, and my mind kind of went back to the days of Columbia and how tiny we both were, you know, how cute and tiny we were. She looks great, though.
Yeah, she does. Man, you must be proud of her, and with what happened with Whitney, it's just phenomenal.
Absolutely.
I saw a picture on your wall, as a matter of fact, with 3 of you. You know, I guess as time goes by, it's just amazing when you look back on it, and you're talking about how you both were so young and tiny and everything, and now to look at, here's her daughter, who's the hottest thing in music right now.
It is phenomenal.
Yeah.
It really is.
Okay, we have to take a commercial break.
Okay.
But we'll be back in just a couple of minutes. You going to play something for us?
Absolutely.
We'd love for you to take us to church. If we could start there.
I'll take you there.
Okay, I'll take you there. That's Staple Singers, isn't it?
Yeah.
Pardon me.
Wow, that's some breath.
Oh?
I agree. I've enjoyed your breath ever since 96th Street.
Well, thank you very much.
What makes Breath Saver so special?
Sir, it's a pleasure being crammed next to someone like you.
Hey, mind if I have a whiff?
Sure.
Breath Savers, with its cool, minty core, gives you the ultimate fresh breath.
Hello.
Hey, I was standing next to him. We're standing next to him.
Try Breath Savers with the core of kindness.
This is a journey into sound.
BET, the Urban Contemporary Channel.
I can't take this. I feel like I've died and gone to heaven.
Oh, please.
This is unbelievable.
Get out of here.
No, I mean, Aretha, you just don't know. to sit here and hear you sing like this one-on-one. It's just the highlight of my career.
Okay,
This is
you.
fantastic. If
I'm
I could
having a
sing,
ball.
well, I am too.
Yeah, because I sit at home and watch you and listen to your interviews, and here you are.
Wow. Well, thank you. If I could sing like you, I would never turn on a TV. I'd just sit here and entertain myself 24 hours a day. Do you sing a lot at home?
Yeah, I do sometimes. If I've been singing a lot in concert, then it's a little while before I get back to the piano. But if not, if I've been doing other things and I sing a lot and rehearse this or check that out or that kind of thing.
Yeah. So when you sing, I mean, you sit down at the piano, you just, whatever comes. Do you sing your old songs? Do you sing others?
Sometimes. Sometimes they're mine. Sometimes they're others. Sometimes they're new things. Sometimes they're things that I'm writing, like that.
Yeah. So do you always write at the piano?
No, not all the time. I might write something. I might be in bed, and I'm writing, and I have to get up, come find my tape recorder, put it on real quick so I don't forget it, go back to bed, and then I get up in the morning and listen to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure there have been times when you've had
You just get
things and
one
you
of
lost
those melodies, and you don't want to forget it.
Right.
Yeah.
So there have been times when you've lost them, though?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you never get the same thing twice.
Never comes back.
No.
You know, I've always wondered about that and wondered if it lands in someone else's head. You know, somewhere else.
Once it gets out there.
Yeah, once you
in the
lose it, it's like
universe.
it's someone else. Maybe Anita Baker gets it over in Grosse Pointe.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
No, it's just out there forever.
Yes.
Maybe it'll come
it's
back
out
to you.
there. If that were true, I would know it. I would know my melody when I
Right.
heard it, you know.
Right.
Yeah, I'd say, hey, that's my song. What do you think you're doing?
Now, you were telling me earlier that here recently, this one particular song, well, you've had Sam Cooke-itis, you said.
Yeah, today it seems like every time you touch the piano, it's something that Sam did.
Yeah. Now, he was an old friend of yours.
Yeah.
When did you first meet Sam?
I met he and his brother Elsie at our church many, many years ago when the Soulsters used to come to Detroit. And they would sing gospel programs after our regular service.
Now, I understand you had
With
a
other
crush on him.
groups like, I had the worst kind of crush on him. With other groups like the Caravans and the Pilgrim Travelers and the Dixie Hummingbirds and the Nightingales and the Davis Sisters and yes, on and on and on and on.
All on one show.
Yes.
Incredible.
Sometimes. There were
Yeah.
times, yes, that many artists was on one show.
And you were right in the mix with all these greats.
Yeah, I was sitting right there
As a
enjoying it.
kid.
Yes, that's right.
Were you intimidated?
No,
Not at all.
no, I was enjoying it.
And, you know, I've read some things where you'd come on behind all these great acts and steal the show. I mean, it was just
No,
taken
at
a
that
young age.
time, I wasn't singing, really, at that time. At that time, I was just a spectator, you know, more than anything else. And I would just stay after church to hear them because I love the music so much and loved the gospel. And then you had these fine gentlemen that were going to be singing, too. So I thought I'd better stay after church today. And I'd like to hear this program. Yeah.
Man, some of your fondest...
Seriously, though, I love the music. Yeah.
Are some of your fondest memories from New Bethel?
Yes, as far as vocalist and great preaching and singing are concerned, yes.
Yeah. Now, I also read recently that it's also very hard for you to go back to New Bethel here recently.
Well, yes and no. I don't think Reverend Smith quite has it correct. It's not quite correct. It isn't exactly what he thinks. Yes, certainly I am touched and I'm moved when I go to church. There's so much of my dad there. But it isn't quite everything that he thinks. Yeah.
Okay. So you do go on occasion?
I go as
but
much
not
as I can. I must say that this past year, I've been somewhat remiss, but mainly because I've been in and out of town so much.
Yeah.
Just have not had the opportunity to get to church in the way that I would like to.
Yeah. Do you still like traveling, doing
So I
concerts?
have been remiss, yes.
Yeah. Do you still enjoy? Well, it's hard for me to say, do you enjoy traveling? Because everyone in the world knows that you hate flying.
Yeah.
But
well,
do you like performing in concerts?
not hate it, I just haven't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do I like still performing in concerts?
Yeah.
Absolutely. There's nothing like the music and the audience. The music, me, and the audience.
Yeah.
There's nothing like it.
You've always heard artists talk about how much they get back from the audience. Is that what you feel too? I mean,
Yes.
I mean, for you to sit here and play in your living room is one thing, but you need that other element to really make it full, don't you?
Well, it's a give and take kind of situation. You can even be in concert and not really feel like being in concert that night. You know what I'm saying? You may not feel well. You might have had a terrible toothache earlier, or your toe is fractured, or anything like that. And you'd really prefer to be in bed, something like that. But you can go to the concert feeling really down, and they can bring you up. Yeah. That's what I like about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, those nights like that, I mean, there have been some critics that claim
They
that
can
sometimes
just
you're off,
appreciate
sometimes you're
you
on.
so much that they can bring you right out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I've seen critics that criticize you that say, well, you know, sometimes she's on, sometimes she's off. But when you're off, sometimes it's the nights like that when you just really don't feel like
I
doing
don't think anybody is up every day.
No, you're
Are
right.
they?
No,
I
not
don't
at
think
all.
so. And celebrities are certainly no different than anyone else. Yeah.
Yeah, but I guess that pressure's always on you, because when you're in one particular town, they expect, well, this night is special to them because we've come out to see you that night, but they have no idea what may be going on in your personal life. You know?
That's true
Yeah.
sometimes. But you're there to give your best, whatever.
Right. Yeah. But some nights I would assume that, I mean, even though...
And I'll sing as much for 2 as I will 2,000.
Is that right?
Or 10,000. Yeah.
Well, I've got proof of that. You're singing for 1 right now today.
Yeah.
But are there times when the audience didn't help you, when you're going through something in your personal life, perhaps, and you're just there? I mean, you're doing the concert, but your thoughts were still with whatever you were dealing with that day.
Rarely. Rarely.
So you kind of lose it.
As a professional, when you hit the stage, you have to try to leave whatever behind and off stage until you come off and you deal with whatever. You're there to give a first-class performance. Yeah. So that's what you try to do.
You don't do any lengthy tours, though. You don't like doing that, do you?
And I don't do that anymore. Don't do that anymore, thank God. I went out many years ago with Sam Cooke and Jackie Wilson, and I did like 21 nighters the first time, or 28 one-nighters when I really didn't know what I was doing. 28 one-nighters, I have not done that since.
Yeah.
No.
That had to be frightening. I mean, when you're first starting out. I mean, these were like your first tours.
No, it was very exciting. That's how they got me to do it, you know, as a novice and as an amateur, and I just didn't know any better. This all sounded very exciting to me. I was going to be out on the road, you know,
with Sam Cooke,
with
too, now.
Sam Cooke, and I just loved him, you know.
Right.
So who was thinking about 28 days?
You're right.
But after about 9 days or 8 days, you're getting tired, you know, and this traveling from getting up, and you do a one-nighter, and you get up in the morning, you have to get on the plane and leave, and you have to be somewhere else that night. And as soon as you hit the hotel, you've got to start getting ready, gowns and hair and makeup and all this sort of thing. Well, baby, by the 10th or 11th night, I was worn out. So I've never done that since then. I did one more tour, and of course I knew how to pace myself better the second time around with Jackie. And it wasn't quite as bad, but still nothing that you ever really want to do again.
Right. Yeah,
Not me.
Yeah, I can understand
I'd
that.
rather just do individual, isolated, select dates. But no tours.
It's nice to be in a position to be able to do that. So many
Yes,
people
it is.
have to do it the other way.
It is. Well, I've done it.
Yeah.
And I am thankful and grateful that I can be selected at this point. Yeah.
Did you have to deal with a lot of segregation in the early days when you traveled? through the South?
No, not with the audiences. There's a clause in my contract. I don't perform for segregated audiences. But being in the South in the 60s, yes, every once in a you would run into that kind of thing.
How did it affect you when you did run into it? You know, being from the North, where you didn't have to deal with that.
Not at all, really. Not at all, because you knew what it was and you knew what it was about.
Right, so it was a reality. It wasn't like it was a shock.
No, it wasn't. I wasn't shocked by it. I was aware of Jim Crow and all that kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah, it's just most unfortunate.
Yeah. Okay. Do you think we could get you into a little more Sam Cooke-itis? Do you want to play a little? This one particular song that you were telling me you played all day.
Okay.
Like 4
oh
hours.
yeah, it just wore me out.
When you say wore you out, you mean emotionally?
Just wore me thin. You know, that's a cliche. Somebody's really wearing you out. Something that I went into a record shop out at the mall, and I just happened to come across this album. And I used to have all of his things, so I said, oh, I'd like to hear that one again. This one, I just really love this one. And that's the one that I'm going to sing now. Just a little bit of it. One more time. And it kind of goes into a swinging kind of thing. Like that. I used to have a guitar player that would just strum those things so pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cliff White, I think that was his name. Cliff White.
Well, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Did Sam write all of his stuff, or most of it?
Yeah, he wrote a lot of it. And I'm going to talk about that in my book. I've got a book coming out either late this year or spring of '95. So I'm going to talk about some of my little Sam stories and different things.
All right. Well, we're going to take a commercial break, but I do want to ask you a little more about the book. I know you're not going to tell me too much because you want to save it for the book.
Well, it's not going to be a tell-all, but I'm going to tell some of it.
Okay.
I am going to tell some of it.
All right. Yeah. All right. We'll be back in a couple of minutes with the Queen of Soul, Aretha Franklin, on Video Soul. We're back on Video Soul, and Donnie Simpson sitting with the Queen of Soul, Aretha Franklin. Thank you. Yes, I am, and too honored.
Thank
now, when we went to commercial break, you're starting to tell us a little bit about your book. How long have you been working on it?
Actually, I've just been thinking about it a lot. We haven't started actually sitting and having sittings on it yet, but I have selected the gentleman that's going to write it. And the contracts are just about ready and in order. So intermittently, between concerts and whatever, I'll be doing the book.
So you've been like jotting down notes, things that you think about that you want to include?
Yes.
You want to give us a little bit of it
Thinking
now?
of people that can help me recall a lot of things I may have forgotten, yeah, and who that might be.
Right. Would you be willing to share a little bit of it with us?
Little excerpt from the book?
Something that that the public doesn't generally know about.
Doesn't generally know about. Well, I'm going to do a little passage on this tall 6'1", 6'2" gentleman that I used to be interested in. Came out of one of the country's biggest groups, and there was a song that came out of that that said, hey baby, let's get away, let's go someplace, I don't care where, I don't care, that kind of thing.
Daydreaming and thinking of you.
Yes, right, exactly. That's where the song came from. And I understand that folks are bearing their soul, and I just think I'll talk about it a little bit too.
Now,
and what
should
that
I guess
was all
who that
about.
is?
Should you guess?
Yeah.
Can you guess?
Well.
Are you psychic?
No, but I met Dionne Warwick once. I'll call Dionne and find out exactly who it is.
She should be able to tell you.
Yeah, right. For $2.50
she knows
a minute.
the brother, hey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you certainly have piqued my interest.
Have I?
Yeah.
Should I tell you more?
Yeah, please.
Would you like to hear more?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, okay. He said, well, why don't you come on and go with me? I'm going to be in concert down here, and I'd like for you to fly up and see me. I said, okay. And I did that, and I'll tell you all about it in the book.
Do you have a target date when the book might be out?
Probably spring of 95 or late 94, Christmas.
Well, I can't wait. I look forward to that.
Yeah.
Now, you're going to go out on the talk show circuit and do all that? We're gonna
yes,
You have to do that whole thing to sell books,
you have
right?
to promote it.
Yeah. That's great. You know, so many people have done it, and why not you? We'd like to hear from the Queen now.
Yeah. And then I'll probably I'm going to respond to a lot of things that, in fact, were not true. A lot of, not a lot, but some things that were just really low down that really need addressing, I think, and I think should be corrected. And that really is my main reason for writing the book, other than my memoirs.
Would you like to share one of those things with us that should
Sounds
be corrected?
like, would you like a finger sandwich? Don't mind if I do.
I'm just curious, some of the things that have bothered you through the years, what are...
Not really bother you, because when it isn't true, it doesn't bother you. It's just that some people might tend to believe things, and just for the record is mainly why I want to write it. Like there's something out now that's ridiculous, in my opinion. It's totally ridiculous. And girlfriend is having, I think she's having some delusions about her ability, her vocal ability, particularly with respect to me. But I'll get into my book, and I'll just do my thing, you know, say what I have to say, and respond to these people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Seems like she's having some kind of little petty jealousies. I don't know, you know, what the problem is.
You're not going to tell me who you're talking about.
You would think, well, it's just a story that's out now. And you would think when people have, or if they have a problem with you, women call women, you know. Why do you have to talk to me through a magazine? I don't understand that.
So it'll all be cleared up in the book.
Yes, it will.
Do you have a working title for the book?
A working title. Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
You've had some thoughts about it, though.
One or two, but nothing that I've really settled on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, when it comes, I hope you'll come to Video Soul.
Okay.
So
I will.
You will. That's a promise. We got it on tape now, Aretha.
That's a promise.
We got it on tape.
I will. I'd love to.
All right.
Yeah, I'd love to.
Great. We want to show a video now.
Okay.
This is a person who you've had a lot of success with. Well, Michael Walden is the producer of Freeway of Love. And he shows his face in this video, as a matter of fact, on drums.
Yeah.
Is he one of the people that you enjoy?
Narda?
Yeah.
I love Narda. He's a beautiful guy.
Yeah.
Aries, we had a lot of fun working in the studio, a lot of fire in there. I thought it was put together beautifully, and the little things that you see, you have to really watch closely, because there's a lot of cute little things in that video. Yeah.
Let's check it out. Freeway of Love. The Queen of Soul, Aretha Franklin. We're back on Video Soul. I'm Donnie Simpson. We're with the Queen of Soul, Aretha Franklin. And we have now been joined by one of her sons, Kelf. What's up, Kelf? All right, man. How you doing?
I'm all right.
All right. Brought a couple of your boys with you, too, right?
Yeah, Funny Vibes in the house.
Now, Funny Vibes, this is not a group. It's like a production company. Where all you guys do things individually.
Right.
Yeah.
Me, I'm like, the producer, and he's a rapper. He's an artist, and plus he's part of the company also.
And what do you do?
I'm trying. I'm signing on to get on with them and come out with my whole stuff too. Hopefully, you know, I collaborate with KC. You know, he gave me some love on a couple of tracks.
Yeah.
And I'm hopefully coming out with my album later on. Whenever I can get in, when he can get me in, whenever.
Are you gonna teach the Queen how to rap?
She already knows how.
Oh, yeah.
She got rapping for years.
Yeah.
Rapping for years.
Yo, bro.
That's good.
That's good.
Kind of old school, but.
No. Yo.
Oh, okay.
You know.
Wow, I know what you're saying.
Hey, you down with it? You want to kick it with me tonight?
Oh, boy. So y'all gonna kick something for us, right, Cal?
Okay,
Oh, please do.
Say a little something.
All right, go ahead. Hit it.
Itris Bitris.
You ready?
Itris Bitris.
Move out the way, cause I'm coming like a cyclone. K is bad when I grab the microphone. As I kick my rhyme in a freestyle, I'll sit back, I like lamp a while. No, as I bust this rhyme on a 1-2 and try to figure out what this world is coming to, I'll get live, I'll speak my jive, you know what I mean? See, I'm the son of a queen. No, as I kick my little lyrical masterpiece, I get funky with a little spiritual piece about a brother like no other.
Call him a lady lover.
Call me a sneaky brother, cause I'll do it
Undercover.
Say I'm wrong, will you be singing the same song after I'm gone on the tour to Hong Kong? El Kabong, upside your head, now Fred is dead. Son of a queen, that's what I am, that's what
he
I said. You don't know me, so back up off me. Push up once more, I'll be killing you softly. I'll B-E-A-T, you write down, I'm coming straight from the underground.
Pardon
All
me?
right.
What underground is this? We'll talk about that later.
Mom's got some questions about some of them.
Yeah.
Itris Bitris, what's that?
Questions I want to ask.
Oh, man, that's great, man. So you're not a group, it's a production company, right? And it's called?
Funny Vibes Productions.
Funny Vibes Productions. So you guys do things individually and you do things together and all of that.
Just collaborate.
Right.
Just come up with some good stuff.
Yeah. How long have y'all been
It's
together?
Kelvin them.
Yeah, Kelvin them.
Kelvin them. Yeah.
Now, Aretha, you have 4 sons, right?
Yes.
Now, where do you place? Are you in the middle or?
I'm the last one.
Kelvin is the baby.
The baby.
Yeah, baby.
You go, you don't like hearing that baby stuff, do you?
No.
It'll be there for life.
For life, man. You'll be 60 years old.
That's the
baby.
Don't say no, Mom. I'm gone. I'm not the baby.
Do you guys have a deal with the record company at this point?
Oh, no, not right now. But, you know, we're working on it. You know.
Yeah,
So you're trying to put that together?
Right.
We're looking for a production deal.
Mm-hmm.
We went to a couple companies, but I guess they couldn't feel the vibe. So
Well,
we'll go to a couple more, see what's happening.
I hope that doesn't discourage you, because
no.
there are a lot of acts out there, man. I mean,
no.
I talk to them every day. Some of them have go through the phone book from A to Z and didn't get signed until they got to Z.
Right.
And happened big.
Right.
You know?
There's a lot of them out
That's
there
right.
that, like you said, you know, they've even, some have been out there already and are still looking for somebody to pick them up.
Yeah, that's
So,
true.
you know, no, we don't get discouraged.
Yeah.
Because I know we got some funky stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's bad.
Uh-huh.
It's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad.
So, Queen, are you going to do a little rap for us or what?
Well, yo, bro.
Now you got to get out of your bro now.
You want to kick it with me tonight or what? Is that it?
Positive case coming to the party.
I'm not trying to hear that, see? Is that it?
All right, that's good.
Hey. Yeah, Positive K, I think, is coming to my birthday party.
Oh, really?
I got a man. I love that.
What your man got to
I
do
got a
with me?
man. Well, yeah, what's your man got to do with me? How long you had that problem? Love it. I love it.
Yeah, man, y'all need to make it Mom and
then we have the
them.
girl with the big pop beads, and she, she's giving him a look like, well, what is wrong with him? Is he crazy or what? I got a man.
Queen, you're a
My
party.
man gives me money. I love it. It's cute.
So you get in everything. I mean, you watch the rap videos and all that, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Who you calling up?
Queen Aretha.
Oh,
That's perfect, right?
It's right here, man.
The original Queen.
hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, FPP. Oh.
Well, if any record company executives out there are watching right now and would be interested in signing them, you can just contact us here at BET, and we'll get you in touch with them.
It's underground.
Yeah.
We more underground. This is BET. So just so they know.
All right.
Yeah.
What is this underground, Kim?
I think he's trying to say that there's things that we won't say here with Mom sitting here and knowing we're on national TV.
Oh, but we
It'll
got
be a little different when the wax comes.
We can go either way.
Yeah,
Right.
it's
Very
very versatile. Very,
but the
very.
majority of the flavor is underground.
You have to be a hip hop.
Hip hop.
Yeah,
You got to have a hip in your hop.
Hey.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
Well, good luck to you,
Don't
man.
you know?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Best of luck to you.
Yeah.
Hope to see you back on
Yeah.
Video Soul one
Hopefully
day.
soon.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
With
Okay.
a couple albums or something up on the wall.
All right, we're going to take a look at another Aretha Franklin video now. This is Jimmy Lee on Video Soul. That's Aretha Franklin along with George Michael, and I Knew You Were Waiting. Now, you've sung with a lot of people through the years. That song with George, that turned out to be your biggest song. No, I'm sorry. Jump to It was your biggest song, right?
The Freeway, I
sales.
think.
Oh, Freeway of Love,
Respect
right.
and the Freeway, I think.
Okay.
And then I Knew You Were Waiting, Jump to It, and so on.
Okay. What was it like to perform with George Michael?
George Michael was a very, very professional kind of person. He was extremely technical. Highly professional.
Yeah.
But very nice. He was easy and he was cool.
Yeah.
Very warm with the people on the set and signed a lot of autographs, and he was very giving and generous of himself.
Okay. George Benson, you did
George
songs.
Benson was fabulous.
Yeah.
Aries, another Aries there. We recorded late one night. We did that song in a studio in Los Angeles, and George tried to fake me out on stage when we did it on Solid Gold. You know, he was trying to wear me out before we could even get started. I said, "Oh, George, please, what is wrong?" You know, the eye thing. Yeah, George is a fabulous guy. Beautiful
Whitney
man.
Houston. You performed a song with Whitney Houston.
We had a good time. She came out, and we did that in the studio at United Artists. Don Davis' studio.
Oh, here in Detroit?
Yes.
Right.
You know Don.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So she came out, and after she had her little plate of greens and some ham hocks, I think, and macaroni, things like that, the Winans brought her a dinner. After she got through, we just went in and cut it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your career has just been phenomenal. I have to pull my notes out for this.
Okay.
But you've had 58 albums, 17 top 10 singles, more than any other female singer in history, by the way. 15 Grammys, also more than... Do you know all these stats?
No, not all of them. Tell me more.
You want to hear more?
I want to hear more. Tell me more.
This year, nominated again for another Grammy, and also you will receive the Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award. Now, when you first started out, did you have any idea that all this was possible?
No.
Did you even think?
No,
did you think about it at all?
I just wanted my music to be played, and I had no idea of anything like a publishing company or getting your credits or being able to produce your own things or anything like that. It was just satisfying and so exciting to me just to hear my music played, what I had written to be recreated in the realm of strings and violas and French horns and cellos and all this kind of... Who cares about money? My music is playing, you know? But later on, I got into the business of show business, too.
Yeah. I would assume that you must, at some point, have thought about that and thought, well, I lost a lot of money during that time because I should have paid some attention to that.
Nobody really, you know, not going to tell you too much. You find out a lot of things for yourself. You really do. Yeah. But I think that's fabulous because this generation, the boomer generation, has given a whole lot of information to the generation coming.
Yeah.
You know, so it's fabulous.
Right, and that's so true. I mean, you look at the young acts coming to the business now, and they are about the music business.
That's right.
On both fronts.
They're coming in about the business.
Right.
Yeah.
They really are. When I was reading some of this material on you, I had one thought came to mind. I guess I was surprised when I read that Freeway of Love was your biggest song, because you know, I thought back to that period, 1967 through 69 or 70, when you had so many hits. And I said, gosh, she had to sell more albums then than she did of Freeway of Love. But a lot of problems artists had back then were funny books. Did you ever wonder about that?
No,
early in your career?
At the point that my albums and things really started rolling, started hitting, which was Atlantic more than Columbia. At that point, my brother was my manager, and he was a Morehouse man, and he could count real well. So, no, I didn't really have any.
So you didn't have to worry about that
at
all?
No, I was very happy with the numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you would like...
the people at Atlantic looked out for me.
You're going back into the studio soon to do an album that you told me you're going to call...
This one's for me. This one is for me.
And it's all for you. These are the songs that
these are the songs that I really want to sing. I won't share them musically with anyone else, with any other producer, with any arranger. I'm going to sit with the arranger, the strings, everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
What are some of the songs that you would do?
Instead of saying, well, this person will produce and this person will arrange, and da-da-da, I'll be a hands-on person in every area. Yeah.
What are some of your songs that you will perform on this album?
Some of the things I'm going to do, well, I really shouldn't say.
Okay.
I just really can't tell you right now. I've got a lot of good songs, though.
Yeah.
A lot of dynamite songs.
Well, I have to tell you, I heard a song recently that I just loved, that you did. It's one of my all-time favorite songs, and when I got this album, I could not believe that one of my all-time favorite songs was being done by my all-time favorite vocalist, Aretha Franklin.
Okay.
It's the Curtis Mayfield album, a tribute to Curtis Mayfield.
The Makings of You.
The Makings of You.
Hey, baby.
Woof.
Yes. Not a dynamite song.
Oh, absolutely.
And when I re-recorded it, he wrote several other verses. The lyrics are just incredible. They're not to be believed what he wrote, you know. It's incredible.
He really is. And, you know, so I kind of felt like Curtis was forgotten for a long time. You didn't hear much talk about Curtis Mayfield. But I thought that for our people, that he had so many positive messages.
That's right.
You know, he was so aware socially. And some of the, you know,
That's
James
right.
Brown is always given credit for Say It Loud, I'm Black and Proud. That was significant to me. It was the first time I heard that. But it was also Curtis Mayfield saying, keep on pushing, and we're a winner. And, you know, all these things that he said, that he was kind of forgotten. But there was that side of him, the social side. But then you looked at the love side, the ballads.
Yes. What is happening is so fitting for him, because he truly was the voice of a nation.
He really was.
And still is. Yeah, he's still writing.
Well, you look at some of the people that are performing on this album. We've got Steve Winwood, Rod Stewart, Elton John with the Sounds of Blackness, Stevie Wonder, the Isley Brothers, Aretha Franklin. I mean, it's just like an endless list of superstars.
Yeah, it is.
And I think that is, obviously, it says something about the man Curtis Mayfield.
That's right. That's absolutely right.
But
We do
I was
revere
just
him.
wondering if I could get you to play a little bit of that.
Of the Makings of You?
Yes.
Are you going to sing it?
Oh, no, not with you sitting here.
Come on, sing one or two lines. You know the first line?
See, I'm not sure I know when to come in. You have to help me.
Now.
Add a little sugar.
And just a little more sugar.
Honeysuckle and...
Right. Honeysuckle land.
Oh, Lord, I can't do it. A great big expression of happiness.
Oh, wait.
That's beautiful. Thank you.
Yeah, I love that.
Oh, great song. I appreciate that. I have to roll videotape on this. I got to make sure I have this.
Okay.
I just keep that one section in my car, put it on audio tape, listen to the Queen of Soul singing The Makings of You.
I love it.
Again, an album is a tribute to Curtis Mayfield. It's available in record stores right now. I'm Donnie Simpson with Aretha Franklin. We'll be back in a minute with more Video Soul.
Hi, I'm Terrence.
I'm T.
I'm Israel.
I'm Ivan.
I'm Marthany.
And we're coming of age.
If you want to learn more about coming of age,
Like what we do in our spare time, or what we look for in a lady.
Or if you just like to join our fan club, call 1-900-255-0001.
And you can even leave a message. And don't be surprised if you get a call back.
Join the Coming of Age fan club, 1-900-255-0001. $4.95 per minute, average call 3 minutes.
BET, just watch it.
This is a journey into sound.
BET, the Urban Contemporary Channel.
You're wearing me out, Aretha. I can't take too much of this. I'm serious. When I first heard that song, I just lost it. You had me in tears when I first got the album. I told you how much I love the song, and to have you do it, yeah.
I love the song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have a new album out now. It's the greatest hits, but it has 4 new cuts on it, right?
Honey, produced by Face, L.A. and Face, and Pride, A Deeper Love by David Cole, CC and Music Factory, and Willing to Forgive by Kenny Face. I call him Kenny.
Kenny Face.
Yeah, Kenny Face. He's so sweet. I'm willing to Forgive is the last one that he produced.
As a matter of fact, that's going to be the next single, right? We've got something special to show on that, the making of the video, a little later on in the show.
Okay.
Yeah, that should be real nice. And we're going to show Deeper Love in just a few minutes, too.
Okay.
You know, one thing I'm curious to know about is, you know, there was one period in your life where you dealt with some obviously very trying times, because you, over a 24-month period, I think, you lost several people that were very close to you, starting with your father. And I'm just curious to know, where do you find the strength to deal with that?
God is good.
Yeah. Now, when your father was first attacked, you were in L.A., right? You were living in L.A. at the time and came home to take care of him?
Yes.
Right.
I commuted between Los Angeles and Detroit.
Yeah. But I guess it all builds strength when you go through trying times like that.
That's right. Well, surely. It's something that I often say, and I certainly know what I'm talking about when I say it. He's able to carry you through. God is able.
Yeah.
And he is good.
Yes, he is. I guess it helps to have that foundation from the very beginning, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay. Your latest video, current video, again, we're going to give them a sneak peek at something really new, spanking brand new in a few minutes. But right now we'd like to do A Deeper Love. Do you enjoy that video experience?
Yes, I do. I like it a lot. Usually we do maybe 8 hours, 9 hours. This particular video, Willing to Forgive, we went to 1 o'clock in the morning from like 12 o'clock in the afternoon. And my friend told me he didn't get out until about 4 o'clock in the morning. I said, you got to be kidding me. He said, no, we didn't leave until about 4 o'clock.
Wow.
So I can't wait to see it. I just can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, with all of the elements that it has in there. The other woman and her kids and this gentleman and, I just can't wait to see it.
Sounds like a soap opera.
Yes.
You are a soap opper fan, too,
I'm a soapy, yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
What are your soaps?
Love it. The Young and the Restless, The Bold and the Beautiful. What else do I watch? The Wild one, Lucinda Barnes. I can't think of. She is frantic, but I love her character. Can't think of the name of that one right now. Another World? I think it's Another World.
Yeah.
No, it's not Another World. It's on Channel 2. Can I say that?
Yeah, well, CBS, Channel 2 in Detroit.
Right. Anyway, she's got a wild character, her and John Dixon. I like their characters.
Okay.
And Kim and Bob, oh, they're just so doting to each other. Do they ever do anything exciting? You know, they need to spice up their character.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Are you interested in acting at all? Would you like to be in a soap?
Sure.
Yeah.
I'd love to. Mm-hmm.
That would be great.
I'd love to.
All right. What kind of character would you play?
I don't know. It depends. Give me something to do.
Okay. Let's take a look at A Deeper Love now. Aretha Franklin. This is her latest video on Video Soul. Wow. The words of Kenny Face.
Kenny Face.
And Daryl Simmons.
And Daryl Simmons, yes.
Yeah.
L.A. Reid, Kenny Edmonds.
Mm-hmm. That's very nice. Now, this is the first time you worked with them.
Uh-huh.
You worked with a lot of producers through the years.
Mm-hmm.
Is it fair to ask you if you have a favorite?
Not really, no.
Yeah.
Not fair. It's not fair. Don't ask me
Okay.
that.
All right, well, I want to ask you.
They're all my favorites, and I've loved and enjoyed working with all of them.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you one producer that you worked with.
Knowing them as people as well as producers.
Mm-hmm. One producer that you worked with, who is a friend of mine, told me that it is such an incredible experience to work with you. He said that you come in and you go through the song one time, and that's it. He said that you're so prepared when you get there that it's just such a pleasure to work with you for that reason.
Okay, well, not one time, but I am prepared when I get there because somebody's money is being spent, and many times it's mine. So I had better be prepared.
Right.
You know, money is time. Time is money.
Right. Do you prefer performing in concert to the studio?
I like them both. I don't think anything exceeds the one-on-one thing that you do with the audience, though.
Right.
As much as I love recording, and I absolutely love to record, the audience can do things for you that it's just hard to be topped. I don't think that experience can be topped.
One thing I admire about you is that you have obviously never given up nor denied your gospel roots, and you've gone back to it to do albums. I mean, during the height of your career, that you still do that. Is that something that you will do as long as you record?
Yes, absolutely. Those are my roots, and that's where I come from. And the gospel has been very, very good to me, and I try to be very good to the church, and I am good to the church. Yes.
Well, Aretha, I don't know how to wrap this up other than to say thank you.
Thank you
for letting us into your home.
It's my pleasure.
We've been wanting to do this for the 11 years I've been at Video Soul, and it's been a real honor. I just can't tell you how special this is to me.
It's been my pleasure to have you here. It's very special for you to be with me here.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I love you dearly, and I wish you all the best. And I look forward to your book in the spring of '95.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of hot little stories.
All right.
Oh, yeah. Little drop kicking, too.
All right. Well, thanks again.
Drop kicking me, I'm going to start kicking back.
You kicking back?
Yeah.
There you go. There's a title. Kicking Back.
Sounds like a song.
It does, doesn't
Yeah.
it? Kicking Back.
Hey.
All right. Aretha Franklin, our special guest today on Video Soul. I'm Donnie Simpson, coming to you live from Detroit, Michigan, at the home of the Queen. Not everyone gets into the Queen's house.
That's right.
And it's a special honor. Thank you again.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
God bless you. Peace.